Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Age of Empires 4. We're going to progress on to the next campaign. The next one is the 100 Years' War. And the first mission of this is 1351, the Combat of the 30. So let's get straight into it.
In 1350, what we know as the idyllic French countryside was a living hell. For more than 15 years, the people had suffered at the hands of English invaders. Little did they know that this war would last for another 100 years. But through this crucible of fighting, famine and plague, there would emerge the modern nation of France. England's King Edward III looked jealously across the English Channel. Wanting France for his own, he had added the fleur-de-lis, the symbol of France, to his own royal standard. This was an all-out declaration of war. And in 1337, he invaded. But France already had a king, Philippe VI. As the English burned their way across the land, Philippe's army and his legendary knights marched to meet them, and came face to face with the English longbow. A simple weapon, but the most devastating the knights had ever faced. The heroes of France fell to storms of English arrows. The war engulfed the French countryside. By 1351, the conflict was focused on Brittany. One fight stands out as a spectacular display of chivalry, and a symbol of the wider conflict between the two enemy nations. The Combat of the 30 is still commemorated here in Brittany. It was a dispute between two local families, supported by the opposing sides in the war. The French and English commanders decided to settle it through a trial of knightly combat. Each side would choose 30 champions to fight on neutral ground. France prepared to defend itself against England's finest.
Interesting. Interesting way to solve a war. So I guess what we got to do, I wonder. Maybe recruit the heroes. We shall see.
Intent on ending the suffering of the French peasantry, Sir Jean de Beaumanoir sent a challenge to the English commander. 30 champions on each side would compete in a tournament for final claim to Brittany. With the battleground of the halfway oak agreed upon, Sir Jean set out to gather support from local knights.
Okie dokie. Where have I got to go then?
As a knight himself, Sir Jean followed the strict rules of chivalry and was expected to protect the local peasantry and ensure peace.
Come on then, Jean. Jean de Beaumanoir. Kill the wolves attacking the villagers. What's that? Raise increased ranged attack speed and melee attack damage. It's not bad, is it? Come on in. Kill the wolves. Nice. Recruit.
Most medieval tournaments were friendly in nature, held for sport and glory, but the Combat of the 30 was arranged between opponents mired in war. English raids had torn through the countryside of Brittany and brought great hardship to the people.
So I've got Olivier Arel, who can restore health. It's pretty good. So I've got restore health and a guy that improves the damage.
An English raiding party attacking a nearby farmstead.
Demoralizes nearby enemies, increasing their melee armor. Wow, that's pretty good. They should all die. Come on. It's only a few spearmen. Okie dokie. Who's this guy?
The French knights defeated the English raiders, and Sir Guy de Rochefort joined Sir Jean's party.
Guy de Rochefort. Okay, let's go over to this French champion. And we've got another one here. And that's halfway out, so that's where I think we will finish. But let's try and get our champion. Must have 2 more at least.
Sir Jean's search next brought him to Sir Geoffroy du Bois, whose squires were contending with a detachment of English longbowmen. The knights would use the great speed of their war horses to charge the archers and overwhelm them.
Okay, they got absolutely
English
mullered.
longbowmen fell, but the French knights knew the enemy would attempt to retake the hilltop fortification and steeled themselves for further attacks.
Is that going to be it, or is there going to be more? Aha, some spearmen. Don't really want to kill my horses on them. Let's heal. More attack. Demoralize the opponents. Don't need to increase the movement speed just yet. Is that it? Okay, there we go. Protect the horses. More horses, come on. More men at arms. There's a lot of people coming in. That's got to be the last one. Smashing. Okay, let's get to this one.
With Sir Geoffroy by his side, Sir Jean had secured the outpost.
So we've got Jean, Olivier, Guy, and how do they pronounce that name? It's like Jeffrey, but French. Geoffroy. Let's do some healing.
Looking to secure his honor, a young knight held his ground on a bridge in Sir Jean's path.
Interesting. Win a duel against Yves. Let's do it, mate. Going down, Yves. What's your special?
Honorably conceding defeat in the duel,
Increased melee armor.
Charel joined the cause.
Nice one. Recruit additional champions. Okay, that's done. So I didn't have to do it. Interesting. Sure, it'll make things much easier. I'm not sure I have 30 men. I must get some more.
So Jean entered the staging area for the tournament, where he prepared to choose which knights would join him in battle.
Ah, okay. Also, I can pick more. I can pick the people, right?
Each knight would be accompanied by his squires, young nobles in training to become knights themselves.
Rightio. Oh, but who am I supposed to attack? Like, who am I going to be attacking? What do I want? 4 royal knights and 5 horsemen. 9 men at arms. See, men at arms are cracking because they just beat up everything. But I don't know. Oh, are these the English? It says review and counter the assembled English combatants. I imagine these are the English combatants and these are the French. So they're men at arms, spearmen, and a landsknecht. So what I really want is loads of men at arms. Probably don't want too many knights. Let's go armor. Come on, Eve. It's 14 4. How many more people can I pick? Oh, can I pick 2 champions? See, healing would be good. Royal Knights are good though. But I don't need speed. Demoralizes nearby enemies, decreasing their melee armor. And then 9 spearmen. Let's do that one, I think. Because then I've got increased melee attack damage. I'll have wherever this dude is. This one. Increased melee armor. And then sunder.
So Jean had selected his champions. As the sun rose, the two sides entered the arena, ready for the first round of combat.
First round? So it's like if they don't all die, you go again. Look at all these peasants cheering the death of people. Oh, wonderful people. Before Jean goes down dead. Okay.
With both sides bloodied and bruised, the fighters called for a break, allowing the champions respite to bandage their wounds.
How many have they got left? 14 people. I've got 14 and the heroes. Unit armor and damage can be upgraded at the blacksmith. Can I do both of it? Oh, okay. Can I just pick certain things? Or can I do both of them? I can do both of them, can't I? Anything else? Return to the field when ready. Let's do it.
Refreshed and reinvigorated, the French knights returned to the arena for another round of combat. The combat of the 30 was about to decide which nation would control the Duchy of Brittany.
I think we got this in the bag, boys. Let them come to us. We can use this dude to pick them off. Take out that spearman. Lightly armoured units. Yeah, we've done it, boys. Tidy.
Triumphant, Sir Jean de Beaumanoir and his loyal knights claimed victory. The combat of the 30 had decided control of Brittany in favour of the French. Little did the two sides know, this was just the beginning of a bitter war that would outlive them all.
Bit silly, really. It was supposed to stop a war really taking place, right? You use your 30 best soldiers versus the enemy's 30 best, and you deal with the problem. And then it just carried on for 100 years. So yeah, wow. We'll see you in the next one then. Goodbye.